stones at the students. But because of the distance, most stones from both parties fell far short of their targets. The vast majority of students, however, were spectators on the veranda of Taylor Hall. While on the practice field, several members of Troop G, which would within minutes fire the fatal volley, knelt and aimed their weapons at the students in the parking lot. General Canterbury concluded that the crowd had been dispersed and ordered the guard to march back to the Commons area. Some members of Troop G then huddled briefly. After reassembling on the field, the guardsmen seemed to begin to retreat as they marched back up the hill, retracing their previous steps. Members of Troop G, while advancing up the hill, continued to glance back to the parking lot where the most militant and vocal students were located. The students assumed the confrontation was over. Many students began to walk to their next classes. As the guard reached the crest of Blanket Hill, near the pagoda of Taylor Hall, about a number of members of Troop G simultaneously turned around 180 degrees, aimed and fired their weapons into the crowd in the Prentice Hall parking lot. In 1975, civil trials proved that there was a verbal command to fire. A total of 67 shots were fired in 13 seconds. 4 students, Allison Krause, Jeffrey Milla, Sandra Schroyer, and William Schroeder, were killed. 9 students were wounded. Joseph Lewis, John Cleary, Thomas Grace, Robbie Stamps, Donald Scott McKenzie, Alan Canfora, Douglas Rentmore, Joseph Russell, and Dean Kaler. Of the wounded, 1 was permanently paralyzed, and several were seriously maimed. All were full-time students.